Hello, friends. It's the Cinemondo podcast with Kathy and Mark and me talking about movies. And every once in a while, we'll do an episode where we will review a film's trailer. We'll try something a little different, and we'll just talk about a movie trailer.
They're called trailer reactions.
Yeah, they're what they use to advertise the films, and they're often like a short version of the film.
And they're their own work of art. That's why I like to look at these, because I've always loved trailers. Like when I go to the movies, I'm always never late because I always want to see trailers.
Yeah.
It's like the fun part. Everybody's like, oh my God, they showed like 5 trailers. I'm like, no, wasn't it great? You know,
Yeah.
I just love trailers. I was very excited about this one. Someone suggested it and I was like, oh, what's this about? It's about a horse, which I'm very excited and also very scared because I cannot take any damage or any terribleness happening to animals. So I'm hoping the horse makes it through this okay. If anyone knows how the story ends, if it's a true story, I don't know. Please spoil it for me because I will not watch this movie if that horse dies. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm going to say, first of all, the movie's called Azaad. Azaad, and it's coming out in January of 2025, and he said Ajay D is the star, and it's directed by Abhishek Kapoor. It's all about his love for his horse, but I know that the horse goes missing. Now I gotta believe believe at the end he probably gets the horse back. That's my guess.
Reunited,
but we'll see we'll see the trailer. And we'll get a taste of what the film's about. So
I always worry about animals in movies because the life of an animal to me is so precious, and it's like when you make a movie and you have an animal in a film, the animal has to work, you know. And I've never been a person. I like, you know, one thing I love about digital effects is the fact that they can make animals digitally now, and you don't really endanger them, and you don't put them through the nightmares of being in a film and all that kind of stuff. Like the old days that, you know, horses would get really hurt in films, and that's the thing I worry about when I see an animal. I don't like animals being employed to entertain me. I have an issue with that. Like when you go to places where the animals are performing and somebody's whipping them and making them get and perform and dance and stand up, and you know, it's like the older I get, the more trouble I have with that.
Yes, I love animals. I love watching them, seeing them in movies, but I hope for their best, and their welfare. And it's I know it's fake, but it's still sad. But that doesn't necessarily mean this movie can be sad. I think mostly this movie is going to be very inspiring. I think the horse is going to be a big part of this movie, so I'm hoping they're going to do right by him. So let's take a look. Okay, I'm ready now. Okay. Ready?
Okay. Everybody quiet.
Okay.
हल्दी घाटी में उस दिन एक तरफ महाराणा प्रताप की 8-9 हजार की फौज थी, तो दूसरी तरफ 40,000 फौजी थे। लेकिन जो सबसे खास घोड़ा था वो तो खुद महाराणा प्रताप के पास था। हाथी जितना ऊंचा, मोर सी गर्दन, बिजली सी चाल, छलांग मारे तो पूरी घाटी लांघते पार कर जाए।
हमें नहीं लगता हम अपना घोड़ा कभी ढूंढ पाएंगे।
तो फिर वो तुम्हें ढूंढ लेगा।
He's so cute.
हर बहादुर योद्धा के पाछे हमेशा एक वफादार घोड़ा जरूर रहा है।
What?
What is that?
That's hilarious. Okay,
That's totally out of left field.
we're having a little. I know it's so heartwarming and wonderful. I'm like, what the hell, the hyena? What happened to
Suddenly,
him?
hyena. Yeah.
CGI hyena comes in and muck things up.
But I have to say that thing won me. Just that head-to-head shot when people with the horse. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm
That
getting a
looked
little
amazing.
misty-eyed. I mean,
I know. I got all like. I'm glad they added that hyena thing at the end because I was feeling kind of.
Because there is something magical about the relationship of animals and people, and especially animals that we have evolved with. You know, since before history, I think nobody really knows when we started being friends with dogs and horses and cats and things. But the idea that we've spent so much of our human civilization, evolutionary history in the companionship of an animal. Sometimes it hits me weird. We have a dog. We have a big old dog walks around in our house, and sometimes it strikes me odd. It's like, wow, we have an animal in our house, a different species, but we get along so well. We understand each other, and we have this connection. And there's like a real, when you get to know an animal, there's a real spiritual connection. I'm not big on the word spiritual, but there is a communion.
It's a miracle. That's what I
is.
I mean, there's a miracle between animals and humans that that's why we have pets, or we have this feeling of animals can really soothe us and help us. And so you get that
they take
sense
care of us in some ways too.
That's
they
right.
help us emotionally. Like there's sometimes when I feel depressed, and my dog knows it. He knows it. He knows when I'm feeling down, and he makes me happy intentionally. And that's what I think this movie might be about, like the idea of how a relationship with an animal is like Mark said, a kind of a miracle. Like it's a special
profound connection.
It's a profound connection. Yeah.
I like too, like I was raised with horses my whole life. So they've always felt like royalty. Like to me, it was like, I was so like, I feel like I was so, what do you call it? Not just lucky, but I feel like I felt graced by the presence. Like I was still, even though, we kept them and took care of them and we rode them and they kind of worked for us in a way, I still felt like they had that sort of, I'm allowing you to do this.
Right.
Like, I'm doing this because I'm allowed. So something about horses has always been so majestic. And throughout history, humans have always treated horses like they're majestic. We don't really eat them. It's like there's a little bit of dog food, but mostly they're like on a whole other level. Like people cherish horses, worship horses, like they're amazing animals. And I love that they're kind of bringing some of that gravitas and emotional connection to horses that we've felt for most of our lives into this movie and making it a full-fledged character. Like that horse is in almost every scene. It's not like, we have horses in this, so he's kind of a side character. This horse feels like he is one of the main characters. Like he's saving them. The hyena, for instance. I mean, that guy would have been dead without that horse. Like, bam. It looked like there's some comedy in it. Like he gets thrown in the well. That was pretty funny. Like there's definitely some humor. So I'm hoping it won't be too heavy duty. It seems like the heart wrenching, the animal in peril. It's supposed to feel terrible, and you were rooting for the horse. It's not just like he's a sacrificial lamb that no one cares about.
No,
it's
I don't
really
get that
important to the character in the story. So I'm very excited to see this because that horse is gorgeous. Oh my God. The horse. And I like they had a lot where he was standing alone, like, all right, I might let you come over here. Like just he looked really good. He looked like solid. So we'll see what happens. But this looks like a really good movie, and I'll go see it as long as I know the horse is okay.
Yeah, it looks like it's about that relationship between humans and animals, and that what you're saying, that the idea that horses are so majestic, and in a way they're better than us. I always say that about my dog. He's better than me. He's a better man than me. He's a better
animals are far superior to humans.
Their love for us, and but I think the key line in that teaser was he says something like, can I find the horse? And she says, well, maybe the horse will find you.
I love that.
I think that's the crux of it. Like the horse has the ability to help out in this, or so that was just kind of a neat line. So that looks like
kind of an Aaman Devgn and Ajay Devgn might be father and son, maybe, because it looked like they were in the same scene together.
Okay.
It looks like if they're even related, they may not be playing that, but it would be a cool little stunt cast if they did.
Yeah,
I have a few posters. Let's take a look.
Cool.
Okay, this is kind of highlighting the romance. There's a little hint of romance in there with the younger girl and the horses. Still a big part of him, as we see. He's still in there, which is a cool shot of that. Amazing they did that with Ajay. This is kind of like a teaser saw. I liked it. I don't know how official this is because they aren't showing a horse, but it's just kind of a cool poster. I like the title treatment. And then we have, this is the hero one. Yes.
Oh yeah.
And they have, this is all about the horse. They don't show the actor's face. And everyone's cheering and the horse looks amazing. And it's like, it's really, really cool. So some kind of nice stuff, nice palette. I liked it. Looks good.
All right.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
It's coming January 2025. Okay, everybody.
All right.
Bye.
Take care, everybody.